Good morning. Hayom Yom, Gimmel Nissan. So today's Hayom Yom is selected sections from an entry in the Rebbe's diary. So I'm going to go through it and interpose with some relevant and interesting things that are in the entry but haven't been included here. The subject of today's Hayom Yom is the intensive study program and regiment that the Rebbe Rashab set for himself. So to begin with, the Rebbe Rashab had a major emphasis in Torah SheBiksav. Every day he would make sure to study a portion of Chumash with Rashi, a parsha in Chumash with Rashi. And then on Thursdays, he wouldn't just study any portion of Chumash with Rashi, but he would specifically study Chumash and Rashi from that week's parsha. His father, the Rebbe Maharash, said, "A Chassidish younger man darf learn in Chumash with Rashi." It's imperative that a Chassid studies Chumash with Rashi. So the Rebbe Rashab made sure to live by that. Additionally, the Rebbe Rashab would make sure to say some words of Tanakh by heart every day. So he would say every day a kapitel from Torah, a kapitel from Nevi'im, and a kapitel from Ksuvim. So that's Torah SheBiksav. With regards to Torah Shebaal Peh, every day the Rebbe Rashab would learn one parak of Mishnayos, one chapter of Mishnayos. Beyond the Mishnah, with regards to the Gemara, the Rebbe Rashab had 3 separate tracks of studying Gemara, studying Talmud. The first track of studying the Talmud, he would study Talmud Bavli in depth. And in that way, he covered 2 blot in 1 week. He had a second track in studying Talmud Bavli, where he would learn 3 blot in 1 day. 1 blot after Shachris, 1 blot after Mincha, 1 blot after Ma'ariv. Now obviously this track was done a lot quicker and a lot less in depth, but this was the second track. And the Rebbe Rashab made sure to stick with this track even on Yom Kippur by studying between the break, which is after Musaf and Mincha, and between Musaf and Mincha. And then he had a third track in Gemara where he studied Talmud Yerushalmi. Now besides for the Talmud, beyond the Talmud, he would also make sure to study Halacha, to study the Paiskim. Now this he didn't get to every day, but he would regularly study Halacha. And the Rebbe Rashab said about himself that from the 4 sections in the Shulchan Aruch, the one he really enjoyed learning was Choshen Mishpat, the part that deals with financial law. The other 3 parts he studies out of Kabbalah Sol, out of duty and obligation. Besides for that, the Rebbe Rashab would also go through the entire Medrash Rabbah every year. That's probably the most famous Medrash there is, a Medrash written in the times of the Talmud. And if 1 week the Medrash was particularly long, he wouldn't finish it that week, he would leave it, and then another week where it was a little bit shorter, he would make it up. So that's the Hayom Yom. Now this is not even everything that the Rebbe Rashab would learn, everything the Rebbe Rashab would study. If you want a full list of everything the Rebbe Rashab would study, read the diary entry. It is published and therefore it's available to be read. I'm just going to mention 2 interesting things there. One, it says that the Rebbe Rashab would go through the entire Chumash every year, and every year he would go through it with a different commentary. And the second thing is that every day the Rebbe Rashab would spend an hour and 15 minutes just browsing through his library and leafing through various books. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful day.